Are you looking for the best cheap welders? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best welders on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. 40 Easy Weld 261 140 FCI MIG Welder. Starting out with the list, let's focus on something popular. 40 Easy Weld is perfect when someone's starting out with welding and wants an inexpensive tool. The FC in the name represents flux core welding. Thus, you don't need to carry a shielding gas with this product. Specifically speaking, this thing packs in .30 flux wire. 40 Easy Weld is the perfect machine for MIG welding in DIY projects and hobbyist escapades. I'd say the control panel is fairly detailed and easy to use, considering this thing is a budget-friendly device for beginners. Now, when I say easy to use, I mean it. One can carry it around with the nifty, well-placed handle. No, this machine is not hard to lift, as it weighs only 19 pounds to be exact. You can carry it anywhere from your job site to the backyard, as long as the welding work is not too taxing on you or on the device. The control panel facilitates infinite wire and speed control. Users can use this device to weld things at their own pace. One can go quickly or slow depending on the need of the hour. I think I must mention that it's for flux welding only. It won't be able to handle tasks where gas shielding is absolutely necessary. What you have is an 8 feet MIG gun that can reach the distance if you need the machine to. I found the torch wrap interesting as well. It's durable and keeps the torch well shielded. Honestly, I didn't expect this kind of safety mechanism from an entry-level device. What I also didn't expect is for it to be so powerful. This thing grants welders up to 140 amps of power if and when needed. That too, with a 120 volt input level. I could even do some of my repair and maintenance work with it. 40 Easy Weld 261 is quite capable of weld 24 gauge steel. This thing is small when you consider the competition. Yet, it generates the power to weld a 1/4 inch steel plates. This is a feat in itself. To round everything up, you have a sturdy case that packs the accessories. The case is what you call all metal. It's big enough to hold 2-pound or 10-pound rolls welding wire. At number 2. DeCapro 110/220V MMA Welder. When it comes to the best cheap welders, things can't be better than owning a DeCapro 110/220V MMA welder. As usual, this thing comes with an IGBT technology-enabled control panel. The panel is detailed enough to give newbies an idea about what the machine is actually capable enough. Thanks to this, users can weld metals like steel, mild steel, stainless steel, and cast iron. Another good thing about technology is that it provides clean power. Thus, the intricate parts of the machine don't suffer from quality and performance drops. This alone is enough to win my vote. The makers have made optimum use of the space and onboard panels of this machine. It looks compact. Also, DeCapro MMA Welder comes with a convenient handle that helps you lift the thing. One can take the welder anywhere he wants and needs its services. For a little over $100, you can get a device with a detailed and simplified control mechanism. You have a knob that can be turned either left or right depending on how you want to adjust the power behind the welding gun. The current meter shows the voltage count that you're working with. There are 2 buttons at the top. One indicates power. The other flashes if the machine overheats for some reason or the other. The welding tool has an overheat protection system as well if something goes wrong. Meaning, it shuts down automatically at the slightest whiff of any troubles. Don't worry about the current flow. The output voltage that I got was stable during my time using it. I like the percentage on the duty cycle as well. You must keep in mind that this thing is made for beginners and people who are in a bind in terms of budget. I like the performance ratio. Did you know DeCapro is energy efficient as well? This machine reduces damages that we frequently see with copper and iron when welding. The welding surface is superior to most of its competitors at this price range. That's what leads to a fantastic output as far as pro-grade welding is concerned. Before I forget, DeCapro features a closed-loop voltage control. One can fit 10 pounds wires on the wire spool. Open the side door and you'll find it. For bigger reels of wire, you'll have to buy bigger and better adapters. I could use up to 21 pounds of welding wire with this thing. At number 3. Forney Easy Weld 140 MP. If the earlier Forney model is designed for single welding applications, this one goes a step, frankly, 3, beyond. As the name suggests, it's a multi-purpose welder that takes care of stick, MIG, and TIG welding for you. Yes, it works with DC current as well to make your lives easier. However, you'll not get access to TIG welding accessories with this. They are available, yes. The accessories will cost you additional money and effort to buy. Like every Forney welder, this one comes with a metal case as well. The benefit of having such a case is immense. One won't have to worry about physical damages or degrading over time. The benefits won't end here. Unlike the previous Forney welder on my list, you'll have the privilege of doing gas and gasless welding on an equal footing. Not to mention, this little tool can hold 2 and 10 pound wires. One can use 0.35-inch wires with this machine without any hitches. However, you'll need a gas hose to facilitate gas welding. Unfortunately, these things aren't included in the package. Just buy a gas hose, male fitting on each end, and a regulator. If you're into stick welding, this machine can take up to 1/8-inch stick electrodes. When it comes to MIG welding, a 10-feet MIG gun will serve you well. It gives you ample room to work without moving the device too much. Of course, there's a sturdy handle to help you move it when necessary. Forney Easy Weld 140 is moderate in weight to begin with. Now, with MIG welders, stability is the key. Of course, the guys at Forney know this as well. They included a ground clamp just for that purpose. As a result, people can weld things without shakeups. Besides all this, users will have access to an anti-spatter gun, 9FV welding torch to set things ablaze, and a nozzle gel as well just to keep things under control in terms of heat and sparks. I don't know about you, but I tried this product with generators as well. This is generator friendly. But one needs to have a generator with 4500 W output for it to function without interruptions. The best part is, people have total control over everything. One can even control the welding wire's speed, temperature output, and current level. This allows just the perfect welding down to a T when the occasion needs it. I could be delicate when I wanted to and speedy when I needed to. At number 4. Vivahome Portable Flux Core Wire No Gas MIG 130 Welder Machine. Now, when it comes to the best cheap welder, just over $100, Vivahome gives others a stiff competition. It's a flux core welder and doesn't use gases. The makers packed in a method to stop the oxidization of welded materials. That's what prompted me to highlight this product on my list. It's very simple. It uses flux core wires for welding. The same type of wire is used to let out inert gases. The gases don't even touch the welded parts to cause oxidization. There, you have it. I love the fact that makers used steel in the build of the casing. Clearly, they didn't compromise with wear and tear protection to cut corners with the costs. The painted steel will protect inner housing from melting or acting up during the welding tasks. Go for long welding sessions worry-free. Speaking of the welding process, Vivahome Portable Welder is the perfect fit for hobbyist tasks and home welding gigs. People can weld on stainless steel, mild steel, and aluminum without problems. It works well with automobile painting and fixing small parts of day-to-day accessories that we use. The trick to achieving such precise control over welding is the speed maintaining mechanism. There's a dial-in knob at the back of the machine. Using it, one can switch through 10 different speeds easily. With this, you can weld light materials and thicker ones alike with flux core. Welding speed control isn't the only thing featuring at the back of the machine. You have current flow control as well. This lets you work in various conditions that otherwise wasn't possible. Precisely speaking, you have 4 levels of current control that regulate the voltage output you're working with. With one push it can go to maximum from minimum. There's one button that turns the machine off. Another one cuts the voltage output in half. There's a torch plug and overheat protection system as well. You can expect this to shut down whenever it gets too hot to handle for anyone. There's a MIG input plug as well. You have everything you'd ever need to weld like a true professional. There's a safety control, a welding gun, of course, there is one, a grounding clamp, there's a welding brush is in the package for maintenance, and a welding helmet is included as well.